Good morning, folks. Welcome to another edition of the Dad Bod Bible. Haven't been on in a week. I've been had food poisoning there, and then I've been busy getting the gym going again. So I haven't had time, but I'm back in today. So I don't know how many regular sessions I'll get now that the gym's open again, but I'll try my best. So today I want to talk about some skin in the game for a few reasons. Obviously, with Premier opening again, the gyms are inundated with people inquiring about joining up and stuff like that, and then you're getting the verbal conversations with people. The first question is, how much is it? It's a fair enough question. I suppose people want to know how much they're going to invest in themselves. And I do a 4-week trial for £77. Now, for me, 77 quid for 20 sessions in Primal. That's basically for nothing. It's close to free as you're going to get from me. And a lot of people take it, obviously, but there's a lot of people that, as soon as you say £77, they almost balk. Now, listen, £77 is only the introductory offer. If you want to join us, it's more than that, but on a regular basis. But the reality is, a lot of people in society today are expecting everything for nothing. And when you're expecting everything for nothing, well, how do you have the right to expect to get the results you're after if you're not willing to invest something in the effort required to get that? Now, it could be time, it could be money, it could be both. But ultimately, if you want to build your body, you're going to have to invest time and effort and energy into achieving this results, right? You're not going to get the results you're after with the same mindset as you currently have. You need to change. You need to step up, and you need to accept that the reality is you're going to have to change things up in your life in order to change the person you are, because you're like I said, you're not going to become the person you want to become with the current mindset you've got. The current mindset you've got has got you to where you are today, and the only way to change that is to accept that you need to change. So I'm a big believer in investment. I'm a big believer in if you're wanting to achieve something, you need to find someone who can help you achieve that, and probably the only way you're going to do that is by paying. I can say this quite confidently because I've invested probably over 100 grand over the last 10 years or so to get to where I am today, building my business, creating doing the courses, and getting all, John, how's it going, mate? Getting all the qualifications I've got and the experience I've got, and paying coaches to coach me. It's cost me a lot of money, right? But I don't classify as a cost. I classify as an investment. They've given me the knowledge. Denise, how are you? They've given me the knowledge. They've given me the experience that I need to push myself forward. So there's a lot of people who are wanting everything for nothing, and to me, that's insane. It's just insane. Like, why would anyone, any coach, someone like myself, why would we be willing to give someone we don't know something for free? Because you're never going to invest in it. You're never going to take the time. You're never going to be fully committed to the process, because there's no pain point for you. If you have to invest maybe money that it's making you feel uncomfortable investing, you're like, oh, can I afford that? Well, then I can guarantee you're going to have more skin in the game. You're going to have more focus on turning up to do the sessions. You're going to think twice about eating the food you've always eaten. You're going to ask yourself, is it worth buying those beers? Is it worth having that pizza? Because you've invested a hell of a lot more than you used to invest in. And by doing that, you're increasing the chances of you succeeding. And ultimately, success is what you're after, whether that be physique, whether it be mental, whatever it is you're after. The success you're after can be found in the investment you put in. And when you invest time, when you turn up to the gym, when you get up early in the morning, early and you have to, and you turn up to the gym, or before you go home from work, you head to the gym and you do an hour's work, whatever it is you're doing, that's time investment. That's sweat equity. It's something you're never getting back. That's something you've decided to commit to, understanding that hour on a regular basis that you're committing to, you're never going to get that back again. And when you think like that, it changes your mindset. It changes your outlook on what you should be doing, and ultimately helps you get the results. Now, if you see it right in my poster, if you're on Instagram, you haven't, you will when I've posted up. But it's what I'm talking about here is not just the fitness industry, but society. if you look at today, if you look at like working class areas, you can see in a lot of working class areas, there's a minority of people who do not have the respect for their community. There's vandalism, there's antisocial behaviour, there's kids, they're destroying play parks, they're vandalising the walls, graffitiing the walls. Sean, how's it going, mate? And all this happens simply because people don't invest in their own areas. People don't invest their own time, their own effort, their own money into keeping the upkeep of their areas. So because they don't invest in it, they don't really give a shit about it. But I can guarantee you now, the working class areas that I'm talking about, and we all know these areas, we all live in them. If every individual, if every person in that community had to invest a certain amount of money of their income in the upkeep of their communities, I can guarantee you right now that the level of vandalism, the level of antisocial behaviour would drop significantly, because the people would be policing their own areas. You just wouldn't allow kids to come in and spray paint the walls, because the people who live in those areas would be going, fuck, I have to pay for that to get that off, or I have to invest my own time to get that off. You'd be out beating the shit out of people, those young kids. And soon you'd find that there'd be a sense of community again within those areas, and people would come together, just the way our grandparents used to live. Our grandparents may never have had the money we had, may never had the technology, but they had a social, their community, it was much tighter knit. Everyone knew everyone helped each other. There was no one left out on their own. Today, the society we live in, homeless, we've got abuse, we've got all this shit happening, and it's simply because we don't have respect in ourselves. And this is where this idea of free comes from now. Society, we've been taught that everything's for free. And then now, we've been so conditioned into this thought process that no one wants to invest in their own health. No one wants to invest in their fitness. Everyone wants everything for free. It's like, if I put up a program here's a 4-week program for free, I'll get loads of downloads, but I will get very few people actually joining Primal from it, because it's easy to click a button to download that free copy, but are you going to open it? Now, if I turn around and said, here's a program, 4-week program, it costs £97, I'm going to get very few downloads, but I can guarantee you the people who do download it, the people that have paid, they're going to pay attention. Sean, do you like that line? That's your line. Those who pay attention, and they're going to do the work, which ultimately going to get them the results. So you've got to start considering this, folks. Free does not equal good. Free equals free. Free equals you're going to keep that in your inbox. You're never going to open it. You're never going to use it. Free keeps you where you are today. The only way you are going to change the way you are today is by investing in yourself. And you've got to stop thinking of the money you're spending as a cost. It isn't a cost. If you ask yourself, if you want to think like that, then you've got to ask yourself, what's the cost of not investing? Because the cost of not investing is you continuing on the path you're currently on. It's you looking in the mirror and feeling the way you're feeling today. Probably worse, because if you're continuing on the same cycle, then you're heavier today than you were last year. So it makes total sense that this time next year you're going to be heavier, and you're going to be more unhappy. And there's going to come a point where the pain of how you feel and look is going to outweigh the pain of not investing in yourself. But when you get to that point of total pain, the journey's harder, the journey's longer. You've got to remove this idea in your head of that spending the money. It's not spending, it's investing the money. You're investing in your own health. You're investing in you. We're quite happily invest in a new iPhone. We'll quite happily invest in a Sky broadcast channel because we've got one football. We can emotionally justify spending the money on these material goods that are going to give us very few minutes of satisfaction. We're going to forget about it. You buy a new car, boom, 6 months later that car is just a car, but you're still paying for it, you're still investing in that car. But your body is the only body you're ever going to have. Your mind is the only mind you're ever going to have. And when you start realizing that by spending the money you would on the shitty material goods, when you spend it on yourself, when you invest in yourself, you're going to feel better, you're going to look better, you're going to move better, you're going to be different, you're going to be a completely different person, and that person is going to help you, that person you become is going to help you achieve goals that you don't believe you could achieve currently. So it's not about spending money, it's about investing in yourself, investing in your health, and understanding that by doing that, you will become a different person. Anyway, that'll do me today, and I'll see you tomorrow.